So this might be the last update that I do on Jacqueline Ma. Now, if you don't know who Jacqueline Ma is, I actually talked about her on several occasions. She's the teacher out there in California who got Teacher of the Year, and it was discovered that this woman was basically grooming, and that's putting it lightly, a minor child, one of her students, might I add. And she pretty much got the book thrown at her. But the last time I talked about her, it was just announced that the verdict was she was guilty for pretty much every charge that was attached to her. Now fast forward to this update on May the 10th when it came out, and I'm recording this on May 11th. Jacqueline Ma has been sentenced to 30 years in prison for the crimes in which she committed on elementary school students. And this is the look that she had when she found out her fate. Now, I don't know if this is when she found out she was guilty or if this is when she found out she got 30 years. Either way, the picture fits the narrative. She went from Teacher of the Year to having the book thrown at her. Jacqueline Ma, age 36, is headed to prison for grooming and sexually abusing a pair of elementary school students. On Friday, a judge sentenced her to 30 years behind bars, according to the San Diego Union Tribune. Now, like I say, words matter. They didn't say up to 30 years. They said straight up 30 years, which means that this is probably the max that she was able to receive. So they literally threw the library at her. Jacqueline Ma, San Diego County's Teacher of the Year in late 2022, was arrested in April 2023 and pleaded guilty in February to 2 counts each of forcible lewd acts on a child in possession of matter depicting a minor engaging in sexual conduct. The disgraced educator taught 5th and 6th graders at Lincoln Acres Elementary School in National City. At her sentencing Friday, Ma said she was deeply ashamed of her actions and apologized for ripping away their childhood. But that's the thing though, if you look back at the details, how she's apologizing right now, I don't buy it, because the stuff that she was saying and how she seems to be proud of what she was doing, it doesn't link up with how she's feeling right now. She's only saying this because she got found guilty of everything and she got this 30-year sentence. That's the only reason. And to my knowledge, they don't take kind to child abusers behind bars, so good luck. Instead of following the path of what a teacher should be, I let my selfishness override the boy's best interest, she told the court through tears. I just prayed for an extra hand of protection and strength to all of those I've hurt. I am so sorry. Police began investigating Ma after the mother of a 12-year-old boy she'd been grooming contacted authorities upon finding love letters and suggestive text messages she had written to the child. The grooming occurred over a 10-month period, prosecutors said. Years before, police claim Ma had also groomed an 11-year-old boy. Now, that part I did not know about. So apparently this woman also was messing with a separate boy, also a minor, prior to the one in which she's going to jail for now. This woman is just a straight up creep. And I think one of the main reasons why I stayed on this story is because for some odd reason, and I think it's kind of rhetorical, is that when it comes to women abusers of children, they do not get highlighted enough in mainstream media. Usually when people, even the thought of them doing it, because when people think of child abusers, they automatically go to the male. It could be a male teacher, or it could be a family member, or just some random perverted individual. But they never in their mind plant the seed that, oh, a woman could do this too. And that's another thing as well. A lot of women, even if they end up in a position where they do something like this, a lot of the times they don't even end up on the sex offender registry. You'll be surprised how, well, maybe you won't be, how low of a count of women are on the sex offenders registry versus those who are not. Even though there should be plenty on there who, if they fit the crime, then they should be on there. Now, I can't remember whether or not she was found, when she was found guilty, if they put her on the sex offenders list. Like, you gotta think about this for a second. You are a perverted individual. You was messing with your students, elementary school students at that, minors. You get caught, you get charged, you get hit with being found guilty of every single charge. Then you get hit with 30 years in prison. Then I don't know, but let's just hypothetically say she gets thrown on the sex offenders list while behind bars. And you were once teacher of the year. Now, the thing that I'm looking at is that they said she was teacher of the year in 2022, which means that was announced at the end, towards the end, or somewhere in the fourth quarter of 2022. And they said she got discovered of what she was doing in April 2023, which also tells me while she was getting teacher of the year, she was also messing probably with students then. After all, they said police claim she had groomed an 11-year boy years before, so that means leading up to it, her getting teacher of the year, she was a damn creep. So it is what it is. She better save her tears, because 30 years is a long time. She's 36 now. That means when she gets out, she will be 66. That's going to be a long, and I hope it is, that is going to be a long, rough 30 years for her. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next one.